How's it going? My name is Robbie. I'm here to introduce my car series on YouTube. I created this channel to do two things: um, to share my video games and to share my car stuff. Two of my passions are the video games and the cars. I love my car. I've been driving cars since most people drive cars, but I got into cars when I turned 18 and I bought my first car. I had a 1995 BMW 318 Ti E36, a fantastic little hatchback that the engine blew within 3 months, and so I ended up tearing that engine down and building it back up. It did not work very well once I did that, but it pushed me into cars and modifying cars, driving cars, just the love of cars. So I'm a car guy through and through, deep down to my core. Um, this series specifically is going to be about my Miata. I have a 1992 Mazda Miata. It's a 1.6 liter four-banger under the hood there, rear-wheel drive. The Miatas have that 50-50 weight distribution, which makes them just an absolute dream to drive. And that's one of the biggest things that made me fall in love with the Miata is just the drivability and the maneuverability of this cute little convertible, cute little roadster. The initial want for Miata stemmed from my boys, my squad. If you're a car guy, you've got your squad that you drive with, that you roll with. You go to car meets with the same few people normally, and you ride with them. You know, that's your boy. Those are your boys. That's your squad. And the first guy in my squad to get a Miata was Hayden, and he bought this dinky little NA, and it needed a ton of work, but he was putting in the work, and it was a cute little car. You know, me and my buddies were just like, oh, nice, you know, Miata, cool. And he started going to drift events, and he was just having an absolute blast with it. Rode in it a couple times, and it was a cool car. And I was like, you know what, I like Miatas. And then my buddy James got a Miata, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm the only one out here without a Miata. He happened to find this one for a stupid low price with a hardtop. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Miata hardtops, they are grossly overpriced. I paid $1,500 for my Miata. Most hardtops are either between like $1,200-$1,300, all the way up to like I've seen them for $3,000 before. They get stupid expensive, more than the cars sometimes. But yeah, he found one with a hardtop for stupid cheap. It was an old lady car. She kept it in her garage for the past 10 years or whatever. So he got a Miata, and I was like, damn, I need a Miata. So I started like seriously looking for a Miata. And then I got mine. I found mine. I found this perfect little 1992. It needed some paint work. The paint job was terrible. The suspension was rough at best. The windows didn't work right. Had a cracked back window. Stupid little steelies on it. It was a stupid little car. Stupid little shitbox. But it was mine. I drove it home. Showed the boys. We all had our Miatas. We rolled as a squad. It was great. And then they moved off to Arizona. They sold off their Miatas and moved off to Arizona. Hayden has moved on to a bigger and better Miata. He's got an NA right now that he's building into an off-road Miata. If you want to take a look at that, which I highly recommend. I love the off-road builds, especially when they're done right. His Instagram is Hayden's Valley Life. He moved on to a like late 80s Toyota MR2 to begin with when he moved out there, which was a fantastic little car. And then he finally got his hands on another Miata and has been working it for the past couple months. James has moved on to the fancier, more classy older brother of the Miata, the Honda S2000. His dream car, he got his hands on one for, more or less a good price, and he's been pouring his heart and soul into it. And I'm just egging him on, get another Miata, but he's enjoying that S2000. You can check him out at Fatty S2K. I'll have their links in the description as well. The thing that really, really pushed me to buy Miata was I was out test driving. I went on a couple test drives for Miatas that were way out of my price range, just because I wanted to get my hands on them. I wanted to see the different I wanted to just go out and get in one. I was like, I have to drive one. So I rolled up and I was waiting for this guy. He rolls up in this lowered, slammed, little red Miata roll bar. Looked like a little race car. It was fantastic. And so he rolls up and I'm looking at it. We're doing the walk around on it. He's like, "You want to take it for a drive?" And I was like, "Absolutely, let's go." When I test drive cars, I normally don't like push it. Like, I'll take it up, I'll get it up to speed, I'll let it run. But like, I also wasn't seriously considering buying this one because he was asking like $3,000 for it, and I had maybe like $700 or $1,000. And so I took it out. I'm driving almost like a granny. I'm driving real slow, taking corners easy, and he goes, "Pull over." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, let me show you something." So he gets out, we switch seats. He gets in the car and he just slams right through the gearbox. He takes off and goes. And we're coming up on a corner, and I'm like, all right. And he takes his corner and he drifts. Back tires go off the road onto the gravel median, or the gravel shoulder, and he skids across the entire, through the whole corner, and keeps on going and just sends it. And I was like, oh my God, just the biggest grin on my face. I was like, that was incredible. And he's like, "Yeah, and you can do that every single day. You can drive the piss out of it. It'll never break down on you." Which, for the most part, Miatas are incredibly reliable. And I was like, oh my God. And that's when it was born. I was like, I have to have a Miata. And so I kept looking. I finally got my hands on my Miata. I was so happy. And, but mods cost money. And I don't have a lot of that. So I was slowly but surely over the past 2 years adding different mods, kind of getting a baseline, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Because I thought of doing off-road Miata, I thought of doing track Miata, I thought of doing drift Miata, and I've kind of settled on track Miata. I'm definitely going to toss a turbo in there. Definitely, I want to build out a 1.8 engine and engine swap it. Mine has just over 200,000 miles on it, so I'm just kind of waiting for that engine to kind of crap out on me, in which case I have an excuse to buy a new engine and build it, which you guys will see here on this channel. Currently, I have Megan Easy Street series coilovers in there. They're a pretty good coilover. They run about $600-$700, and they don't slam. They don't go real low, but they go low enough for the look. And also, you maintain your drivability throughout. Like, if you have to drive it to work, I've been dailying it for the past 2 years, basically. So I needed to maintain the drivability, but I also wanted the lowered look. So those got me there. I have recently, as of last year, I got Koenig dial-in rims. They're 15x9 with a 35mm offset. And for you Miata boys out there, if you get a 15x9 with a 35mm offset, it is the perfect fitment. You have to roll your fenders, obviously, if it's lowered, but you have virtually perfect fitment as far as just like the lines of the car going onto the rim. Like, it's just beautiful. On those rims, I have Hankook RS4 tires. They're nice, like 200 tread wear, sticky tires, so I can take those corners real quick without any fear of sliding or losing control or anything. It's one of the best mods I've done to the car. I was forced to do an exhaust because a guy, I don't know if it was the guy before me or the guy before him, but someone tack welded in a test pipe very, very poorly, and it ended up cracking in half. So my suspension cracked in half entirely. And any of you who have straight pipes in Miata know that they can get pretty loud when you don't have any muffler or cat or anything like that. So I bought a bunch of 3-inch stainless. I bought MagnaFlow muffler. I bought I think it was a Vibrant resonator. So I have a resonator and a muffler. It's still loud, super loud, but it's got a really nice tonality to it. My buddy at Maximum Performance welded up for me. He does fantastic fab work. He can do, exhaust. He can do like back racks for a truck. Any welding you need done, hit him up. I'll have his link in the description as well. And then me and Max found a I found a wing in his shop, and he gave me that wing, and I bought some aluminum and I carved it out. I cut the bumper and then I removed the bumper. I'm planning on doing some bash bars. I have some other things in the works as far as aesthetics. I've done a lot of paint work on it. So it's originally the Mariner Blue. The hood had a nice bare metal spot on it, and I had clear coat peel everywhere. So I have since sanded down the entire back end and primered it. I did the hood and I painted it. I'm using Rust-Oleum. I'm rattle canning the whole thing. Rust-Oleum with a 2K clear coat, and I tossed some glitter underneath the clear coat. I'm looking to see how that turns out. And then I have a custom little rising sun on the headlight cover that I did myself. I hate painting, I hate sanding, but it's really taught me a lot, and I'm going to finish out the project because I don't want a mismatched car. I don't like the Harley Quinn look, especially when it's only like 3 colors. So, not a fan. But I'm super excited to share the rest of this car journey with you guys. All the ins and outs, try and teach you guys something maybe, but just kind of walk you through everything that I'm doing. Keep you up to date. If you have any questions about my Miata specifically, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can also DM me on Instagram, but I'd love to see the interaction here on the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. That way you can see all of my upcoming videos as far as any car content is concerned. You can also ring that bell and it'll notify you when I release a new video. Not a lot is going to be happening between now and the summer months. I live in Illinois, so it is cold, it is snowy. This week has been really nice, but it may not stay that way. So I'm going to be trying to get my painting and stuff done prior to car show season. That way I can get her nice and pretty and take her out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you next time. Peace.